Good afternoon, folks. Thank you for joining and welcome to another mobile edition of Crime Time with DutyRon. This is 2 in 1 day. Not often that I do 2 live streams in 1 day, but had to come live with you here today to talk about it's considered to be breaking news. But before we get into it, I want to say a special thank you to the Patreon supporters and the channel members and everybody who positively engages at all of these live streams. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining. So today we heard yesterday the parents of Gabby Petito, Joe Petito, Tara, Jim, and Nicole Schmidt have filed a lawsuit yesterday on Thursday accusing the Laundrie parents of knowing that their son murdered their 22-year-old daughter and trying to help him to leave the country. So the lawsuit was filed yesterday, a civil lawsuit against Chris and Roberta Laundrie. And according to the court documents, the new documents contain several bombshell allegations that were not previously mentioned by the FBI that led investigating agencies on to the Petito and Laundrie case. According to the documents, it's believed that Petito died on August 27th at the hands of Brian Laundrie. That we already all know. The FBI said last month that Laundrie claimed responsibility for Petito's death in a handwritten journal. The entry inside a journal that was found with his remains in Sarasota County late last year. While the coroner determined Petito's cause of death was homicide by manual strangulation, the civil lawsuit claims she also suffered blunt force trauma to the head and neck, and that's included in the lawsuit. The new lawsuit, the Petitos and the Schmidt family, they allege that Brian Laundrie told his parents what he did to Gabby Petito on or about August 28th, the same day that they believe their daughter died. It's believed, therefore, averred that Brian Laundrie advised his parents, Christopher and Roberta Laundrie, that he had murdered Gabby. The lawsuit also states that on that same date, Chris and Roberta Laundrie spoke with attorney Stephen Bertolino, and they sent him over a retainer 2 days later on September 2nd of 2021. The lawsuit says Laundrie sent text messages back and forth between his phone and Gabby's phone after her death in an effort to hide the facts. We all know that she was deceased. He was trying to play a game with the cell phone that he took from his fiancée after he murdered her. In an effort to try to hide the fact that she was deceased. The suit specifically mentions a text. Hold on a second. Oh, man. Whew. Before I went live, I had like something in this eye, so I think it's like a little fuzz, and I just now had to rub it. I had a really bad itch. After her death, in an effort to hide the fact that she was deceased, the lawsuit specifically mentions a text that Laundrie allegedly sent to the Schmidts on August 27th, referring, and we all know this one because we know from hearing this, the text message he sent to the Petitos referring to the grandfather by his first name, Stan. Petito's mom, Nicole, had previously said that the final text message raised a huge red flag to her because Gabby never called her grandfather by his first name. So she kind of knew that text was not sent by her daughter. The suit claims that Laundrie sent additional text messages from Petito's phone, that's from Gabby's phone, on August 30th to the Schmidt family saying there was no service in Yosemite Park in an effort to deceive her into believing that her daughter was alive. So he sent a message to Nicole trying to deceive Gabby's mom and making her think that her daughter was still alive. And she knew that something was up. The suit then lays out some of what happened in the days after Petito's death before an official missing persons alert went out. The Petito family says that there was no contact between the two families after Brian Laundrie returned home to Northport on September 1st, driving Gabby Petito's van back home without her. It also mentions the vacation that the Laundries took to the Fort DeSoto Park while Gabby Petito's family was suffering. Now, I talked about that just a few weeks ago, probably not even a few weeks ago, just recently. I said it was really, really unbelievable that the Laundries went on a Fort DeSoto camping trip with Brian Laundrie and had a whole little get-together. I called it a kumbaya, with nephews and everybody, and pictures on a swing, and all kinds of craziness. So this is mentioned in the lawsuit as well. Once the official search was underway for Gabby Petito, before her remains were found, they're out in Fort DeSoto Park having a camping trip, going on vacation. The lawsuit says the Laundrie family refused to respond to any questions from law enforcement and any questions from the Petito and Schmidt family. The suit claims Roberta Laundrie blocked the Schmidt's phone number. They blocked Nicole and Jim's phone number and blocked her on Facebook around the time Gabby Petito was reported missing. Thank you for the super chat, Brent Montgomery. Can you imagine this disgusting behavior that's being alleged in this lawsuit, in this civil lawsuit? So not only did the Laundries retain an attorney, I'm talking about Roberta and Chris, they retained an attorney and shut everything down, but they freaking blocked them. They blocked them. Cinnamon Hot Hot, thank you for becoming a channel member. I was driving this morning, so I couldn't see it, but I saw it afterwards. So thank you, Cinnamon Hot Hot, for becoming a channel member. So as always, I'm wearing my EquiSearch wristband, but also, ever since I got it, Justice for Gabby, the Gabby Petito Foundation wristband. You can get these on the Gabby Petito Foundation's website. Trucker Steve, great to see you. But could you imagine the audacity and how callous and cold and sick these the Laundrie family is? You know, blocking the parents of a potentially missing person, and they knew that their son did something bad. Maybe they didn't know everything. We don't know. But they definitely knew that the son came home without Gabby, who's been living there for 2 years. So the suit claims that Roberta Laundrie blocked the Schmidt's phone, blocked Nicole and Jim's cell phone numbers, and then also blocked her on Facebook around the time that Gabby Petito was reported missing. According to the documents, the Petito parents also believed the Laundrie parents were planning to help their son leave the United States. This is significant. This is a bombshell big time, because we all speculated and thought in our heads, did the Laundries, Roberta and Chris, help get Brian, or try to get Brian to leave the country, or avoid having to answer any questions, or avoid prosecution, avoid getting arrested, right? According to the documents, the Petito parents also believe, and this is their belief, they're not just saying this just to say it. They have strong evidence to believe that this did happen. Now, I want to tell you that, again, you guys know that I have communications with Gabby's mom. I talked to Nicole and we text quite a bit, but I won't go into any of the stuff, but you have to realize that for this to be out there and for them to put it in a civil suit, they have to have some evidence to substantiate this. They can't just be talking about this and saying, we think, we believe. Now, a news report is going to write it that according to the documents, the Petito parents also believed the Laundrie parents were planning to help their son leave the United States. While Joseph Petito and Nicole Schmidt were desperately searching for information concerning their daughter, Christopher and Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie were keeping the whereabouts of Brian Laundrie a secret. And it's believed were making arrangements for him to leave the country. So there has to be something to back that up other than words. Inside the lawsuit, the Petito and Schmidt family accused the Laundries of acting with malice and great indifference to the rights of the Petito family. So let me read that again so you guys understand. Inside the lawsuit, which was filed yesterday, the Petito and Schmidt family accused the Laundries of acting with malice or great indifference to the rights of the Petito family. Christopher and Roberta Laundrie exhibited extreme and outrageous conduct, which constitutes behavior under the circumstances which goes beyond all possible bounds of decency and is regarded as shocking and atrocious and utterly intolerable in a civilized community, the lawsuit says. That's the exact wording from the lawsuit. The Petitos and Schmidt family are seeking at least $100,000 according to the document. I don't know if that's accurate. At least $100,000 according to the documents filed. Maybe it is accurate this week, stating that they suffered pain and mental anguish as a result of the willfulness and maliciousness of the Laundrie family. They were asked about the lawsuit. They were asked about the lawsuits. The Laundrie attorney said no comment. So Bertolino had no comment when he was asked about the lawsuit. Gabby Petito's mother also had no comment, saying that the claim speaks for itself. And you know what? I could hear Nicole saying that, and guess what? She's right. This claim does speak for itself. I'm going to receive these documents. I believe that they're probably available online. I'm going to look for the court filing and try to get Joe Murray or somebody from the attorney side to kind of chime in a little bit and give us the take on the wording. But I'm also going to be guided by, this is out in the public. I'm not speaking about this. It's not a secret. It's out there. You could read about this. These reports are out there. Everything that I said to you has been reported today, just maybe about 20 minutes ago. Hi, Alicia. Good to see you. Hi, Dawn Marie. Thank you for joining. So, guys, that's the bombshell that the Petito and Schmidt family have filed a civil suit against the Laundrie family. And it says here, unless I'm reading it wrong, it says the Petito and Schmidt family are seeking damages of at least $100,000, according to the documents filed this week. And the documents, they said, were filed just yesterday on Thursday. And the file is stating that they suffered pain and mental anguish as a result of the willfulness and maliciousness of the Laundrie family. So this is a huge story, breaking news. I knew that this was going to come. I had a feeling that it was going to come. We just didn't know when it was. But you know what? The Petito and Schmidt family have every right to file this lawsuit, and I'm sure that this will not be the end of it. There'll be more coming down the pike. If I had to guess at it, there's more people that need to be held responsible for some of the missteps on what happened with Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie. But the Laundrie family, again, I've spoken out very loud about this. They are what you look up in the dictionary, evil. That you should see a picture of the two of them. Evil, callous, cold-blooded. This is what people do when they have ice running through their veins. I mean, you don't have a young girl, a young woman. She was a young woman, 22 years old, live in your home for 2 years, or even for any amount of time. I made a reference to my son having a girlfriend who was part of our household. She practically lived in my house. even though she did go home to her family, which resides right in my hometown, in my town where I live, but his girlfriend at the time was like a part of my family. Even though I don't have a daughter, I looked after her like she was my daughter. We brought her to Aruba. She came outside the country with me and my wife and my son. And when we brought her on that vacation, her father came to me and said, "That is my baby. You make sure that nothing happens to my baby. I know you're going to look after her just the way I would look after her." Do you not know that on that vacation, I had a great time? I had a great time in Aruba, but I was paying very close attention to that young girl. She was only 18 or 19 years old. I paid very close attention to her. You know, there would be, if God forbid something was to happen to her, I I couldn't even imagine me blocking her mother and blocking her father from having information about what happened to her daughter. Like, who does that? That's sick, you know. So I just don't get it, you know. And that wasn't even someone who lived in my home. She was just there a lot. She was in my house continually, you know. So kudos to the Petito and Schmidt family. I stand with them. I stand shoulder to shoulder with them on this lawsuit. I hope they, you know, are successful in it. And you know, again, I stand by them time and time again. I love and respect the family. They're just nothing but really, really good people. And that brings me to my next point. I'm going to be going to the Gabby Petito golf outing on April 3rd in Hauppauge, Long Island, I believe it is. So I am going to, I was talking to Nicole just yesterday on text message. I'm going to promote the golf outing for the Gabby Petito Foundation. All the funds go straight to the foundation for, and they're using it for domestic violence awareness and searching for the missing. So these are great people, and this is a cause that I'm going to support. I'm going to continue to support because they want to support great groups like EquiSearch and all the people who search for the missing and domestic violence awareness. I have to get around that. You know, I can't not get around that because that is a good thing to do. And they're doing it in their daughter's name. So how respectful and how wonderful is that they are going to continue the legacy and the name of their daughter through the Gabby Petito Foundation. So a lot of love and respect from my house to yours. Thank you to everyone who's positively engaged here. Thank you for the super chat from Brent Montgomery. Thank you to the new channel members. Go over to my website, DutyRon.com, where you can find out how to purchase our EquiSearch wristbands and the Gabby Petito Foundation wristbands. I have links to Gabby Petito Foundation and links to purchasing these Lost Is Not Alone wristbands from EquiSearch, Midwest EquiSearch, and Dave Rader. Huge supporter of this group. I am the law enforcement liaison. So thank you to everyone who is hanging out here with me today. I got to get out of here. God bless the world. God bless the United States of America. And God bless each and every one of us. Conchita, thank you so much for that $2 super chat. I know I mauled your last name, but thank you so much for the super chat. Love you right back. JK, thank you. You're the best. No, you're the best. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Callie the Dime Piece is in the house. Good to see you, Callie. Hash Brown, PTSD channel, Justice Real Crime, Rita Schaefer. So many great ones. Anna Salee, Celia Carso. Thank you, guys. Thank you. You guys have a great one. I'll see you on the next one. But again, let's pray for our troops and all of the folks over in the affected area. Ukraine is it's just every day it's getting worse and worse. So we pray for everyone who's affected. I pray for all the crime victims, especially Gabby Petito and Sincere and Classic. They're heavy on our minds. Pray for everybody, and I'm sending a lot of love. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and go over all my social media, all one word, DutyRon, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and now we are on TikTok, me and Ed Wallace. I'll see you guys soon. Look for an upload at about 4 o'clock in about another hour. I got a short upload coming. And don't get confused about the uploads. It's just highlights from long 1 hour plus live streams. So that's all the those highlight clips are from, you know, some of the more long videos that we do that everybody can't sit and watch a whole hour. All right, guys, love and respect, peace, and thank you for joining. I'll see you soon.